Cullers. I'm here representing myself. I'm in favor of HB 767. I'm also a board member of the Living For Zachary organization. Karen Straw, the founder of that organization, whose son died at 16 years old in 2009, couldn't be with us today, so I'm here on behalf of that organization. I'm the father of a survivor of WPW. WPW, Wolff Parkinson White, is an electrical abnormality in the heart. It is one of 4 or 5 causes of sudden cardiac arrest that are completely identifiable by an ECG or an EKG. Not all of them are, but those are. Thank you for hearing our stories today and our perspectives. You may hear a lot of statistics. You may hear about the Seattle study. You may hear about Italy. You may hear about AMA. You may hear about American Academy of Pediatrics. And you'll hear a lot of statistics, but I'm going to tell you that I think those are all arguments against anything being done. You'll hear about low occurrence. You'll hear about false positives. You may hear about the cost or the infrastructure that doesn't exist. There are a dozen nonprofits like L4Z and what Mr. Stevens started around the state doing this. Some at no charge, some at $15. Living For Zachary is fortunate to work with the Heart Hospital Baylor Plano in the North Texas area. They have screened over 3,000 students over the last 5 years. They do it for a flat rate. Our organization steps in and on occasion provides free screenings to students within the Dallas-Fort Worth area. The question, I think, is why the UIL doesn't require this already. I love your baseball analogy, Representative Dutton. I use it a lot when I teach, and I think that we wouldn't send a student up to the plate without a helmet. We wouldn't expect them to face an 85-mile-per-hour fastball. You might say, oh, the occurrence is so low. But if that ball hits his head, you know what's going to happen. That student's not going to survive. I feel the same way about EKGs. It may not happen to many, but the ones it's going to happen to, it's a deadly event, and we usually don't get a second chance. Our son was blessed. At 14, he got in the car and he said, "Dad, my heart's racing again." Couldn't get a pulse on his wrist, but I got it on his neck, and it was over 200 beats a minute. We spent 4 hours in the ER, and the next day we were told it was WPW. But we had a choice. We had a diagnosed event, and we could choose how to proceed, and we did. He's 21 today and healthy. Played football through the senior level. With over 3,000 screenings, the Heart Hospital, 4%, 4.1 to be exact, have identifiable causes related to sudden cardiac arrest. Another 6% have abnormalities. I don't care about those. 4%, that's 125 families that don't have to look at me in the face and say, "I had no idea." My wife and I said that in 2008. And everybody that testifies up here today probably will say the same thing. I had no idea, because our son had an annual physical every year. Turn your head and cough. Is your heart beating or your lungs clear? You can play, son. But they don't do an EKG. We don't stop flu shots because we can't save every kid. We don't stop heart or breast screenings because we can't save every woman. We shouldn't not include EKGs because we won't catch everyone. Thank you for your time.
Do you have questions? Thank you. John Higgins.